95% on the GoPro. That means it's showtime. Only 12 days till mini nats. Or 9 days till I have to be on the road, which doesn't sound very promising when you look at the amount of work still yet to be done. The truck finally got put back together yesterday for the first time. And what I mean by back together is the steering is 100% complete. All new tie rod ends, all new stabilizer, spindles are on. I still gotta do some shocks. I'm not stressing that, Just got the drive shaft in. I actually came across with a problem with my shocks. I don't know what I did, but somehow I messed up and my shocks are holding my truck up and not letting it lay out. So I'll be having to cut those brackets off and fix that. Again, not a big problem. Today's big challenges, things that we have to do to look successful, to get on the road to mini nats. We gotta get the clutch system in and bled. We gotta get the brake system in and bled. We gotta get the steering hooked up and hopefully pop an ECU in this thing and crank her over. I don't need water, I don't need a core support, I don't need any of that. I need to make sure this thing's got a brake pedal, a clutch pedal, and she wants to start. And we will have some long nights ahead of us to make it happen. But, on a positive note, we're already crossing things off the list. You know, tie rods, then. Oh, drive shaft, we can cross that off too. So see, that's all that's left to do. Not a problem, 9 days, we got this. Yeah, I'm not sure how the pros do it, and I really don't want stuff getting in those lines as much as I don't want it making a mess, so, Woo, that's a nasty garage floor. Would you look at this? Help shows up to save the day, which is good, because I'm fading fast, so I hope these two guys know what they're doing.
Look at your cut. Yeah, nice shot.
Whoa, what the fuck did you do?
Bad angle.
All right, so it probably doesn't look like much has changed here behind me, but I assure you, it has, in a good way. The brakes are in. Now, we have a test drove on them. Clearly the truck's not running. We don't know, I'm just starting the bleed process. I got some paper towels here because I let them sit all night to make sure we had no leaks after doing an initial bleed on them. And you know, same procedure as always, bench bleed these guys, right? And then get some friends, and these bleed a little bit different, but just follow the instructions, not a big deal. You want 2 friends, 1 inside, 1 on each wheel, right side, left side. It's a whole procedure, instructions on that one. Definitely not a how-to video. We could shoot a how-to video later on if you guys want. I mean, shoot me like, put it down in the comments. Put me down in the comments and maybe we could. What is this little doodad? That's gonna be brake lights. That's a brake light, it's just a pressure switch. Put power to one side, brake lights to the other, boom, brake lights. Clutch is already in, bleeding and bleeded and working. We're gonna go pick up some belts. We're gonna get this mess back together, believe it or not. And hopefully, be getting it running soon. We don't need a dashboard to get it running. Pedals are in though. Bleeding is going down. Don't ask about those rear shocks. This will be attempt number 6. I don't know. Apparently shocks are not my strong suit. But putting everything else back together, well, hopefully it is. Because I'd really like to see this happen in time for mini nats. We are day 11. No, we are 11 days away. I wish it was day 11. You ever forget to do something and you go, man, how the heck did I forget to do that? I do that like every day. But this is a big one. Like somehow I missed mocking up my front shocks with the new RoadieFab kit, like, you know, the lower control arm kit. And when I realized it, the cab was already off, so I didn't want to put them on, and then they were going to be in the way of the cab, because you can see there's not a lot of room. You got to get these kind of precise, so I didn't want to guess. So here we are, I had to grind some off the frame, and 8 days. That's 4 times 4. We are T-minus 8 days for mini nats. Yeah, which means like 5 days from being on the road. Yeah, here's where we're at. How's our list doing? Still like that. Getting down to the nitty gritty. We've got brakes. We've got a clutch. Our fuel tank is in. Our brake lines are in. Our shocks are on. Our front shocks are in. We're gonna have to redo a video on that one because my GoPro's been dead and I've been cranking along. Let's make this thing look more like a truck. So I'm not sure how much I showed this during my disassembly. I don't think I did. I know I filmed it, but I don't think I edited it. But how good of notes did I take and label and stuff? Because I knew there's a lot of confusing things going on here. So I literally just put A to A. So when it came time to put that together, even though this came completely disconnected, it's pretty simple to just snap it back into A to A to A. And D to D. And now we're gonna find B, and so on and so on. And once all your tape and markers are gone, we're good. Yay! It's a fun process. X to X. And our AC's back in. Well, that doesn't mean it's gonna work, but it's in. It all fits. I'll show you guys how close the heater is with the raised tunnel. Yeah, so basically what happened there is the passenger now has cold feet because the vent for the door that kicks it down to the feet is no longer able to fit. It would have went right there where that tunnel's at. So, yeah. Sorry, passenger. If I ever ask you for a ride, just know that you're gonna have cold feet. Well, ask me how many times I took that dash in and out in order to put everything where it belongs. That was the process. She's together. And there's only like 10 bolts left. So, mostly fits. Is she pretty? Yeah, for now. Just putting it back the way that it was. Hopefully someday we can do a full interior redo. But, you know, small things.